We are back, baby. What is going on? Happy Monday to all of you, and welcome back to the Extras. A few people in the chat already. I appreciate y'all being here. Nance was in there first. Becky, a quick second. Nance says Becky is slow. Nance just he's got those magic powers. He's got some sort of trick. I'm not sure what it is. Becky says, yep, sure am. Black Magic in the chat as well. He says, yo, I'll be back in a few minutes. What is going on, my man? Hope you had a great weekend. Crooked Orchid's in there, too. What's going on, KO? Hope you're doing good. Did you see that greenhouse I sent you? Man, that thing looks so cool. I want to get one, too. I was thinking about that over the weekend. That thing looks neat. I want to put one in my yard. KO says, I'm making kale mushrooms Alfredo for dinner. That sounds delicious, actually. I'm pretty hungry right now. That's good. Catch everybody right at dinner time. KO says, I know you don't do milk. Oh, talking to Black Magic. Yeah. Yeah. He says, no, but I make a dairy-free Alfredo that's pretty good. Okay. All right. See, everybody, you gotta make a way. You gotta have Alfredo. Alfredo is what do they say? It's like the grown-up macaroni and cheese. It's a basic thing we all need to know how to make. KO says, I do almond milk if I need it dairy-free. Okay, that's a good idea. Oh, okay. Black Magic says, that's the base of the Alfredo I make. It's not even close to the normal version, but it suffices when I crave Alfredo. Okay, I got you. What's going on, Becky? She says, I know the trick. I know, nothing gets past you. Thank you, Black Magic. I am doing well. Had a pretty good weekend. The weather is starting to turn up, finally. It's not freezing cold here, so, yeah, it's been great. Had the windows open yesterday. It was fantastic. KO says, let's go. I'll make you a plate. Sounds awesome. I'm ready. Send it down. Yep. Give me a $5 plate. Post your ad on Facebook Marketplace. Oh, my gosh. If you missed that stream, that was the one where we saw all the people ordering food off of Facebook Marketplace. I thought that was crazy, man. Every time I think I'm gonna run out of topics for this thing, I find like 10 more. It's stupid. There's always some new thing on TikTok. I swear. I hope they never shut it down, because what will we do then? Alex Stroud in the chat. What's going on, my man? He says no such thing as a happy Monday, as far as I'm concerned, but good evening all. Well, hey, I hope you had a good weekend at the very least, you know. We try and bring the vibes up, you know? Mondays are tough. It's the first day back at work, you know? It's time to kick back. Get you a drink with ice in it. Or maybe not in your case. I saw someone comment, when does he actually play the videos? If you're watching this on the replay, this is a live stream, and I'm talking to people in chat. So if you want to be one of those people, you definitely can. You can just jump right in there and just start chatting. We're all kind. And if not, feel free to press the time code underneath. You can find the videos that way. KO says, Nancy Pants, have a good day at work. I have been at work since Sunday. Oh, is this your, no, your weekend is like in the middle of the week, right? So you're in the middle of the big grind. Okay, I got you. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, man, it's finally starting to. How many subs? She says. Oh, I had it pulled up here. Hold on. 16 new subs in the past 28 days. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. That is pretty cool. I hit 130, I guess. So that's cool. Thank y'all for hanging out. I guess I should make videos at some point. I don't know. There's some sort of software where you can feed the live stream into it and it will cut up shorts, like short videos for, to repost. But I don't know. It costs money, so I haven't tried it, but maybe I will. We'll see. It would just... I've never posted videos on this channel because I didn't really care if it grew, but I mean, I guess... I don't know. I guess we could post some clips and see what happens. But yeah, so KO says Wednesday and Saturday off. Okay, so it's like split up. Okay, you get 1 weekday off and 1 weekend day off. I love that. Double rainbow, yeah, exactly. Double rainbow all the way, dude. I want a bigger soundboard so I can have like all of this. What does it cost? I actually don't know. It's like a subscription deal, and it also has to do with the length of time of your streams, like the total number of streams per month you're gonna feed into it, and how many clips you want back out of it. I don't know. It's called Opus Clip, is the name of the software. I guess it goes in and it looks at the data and figures out like what the most watched parts are or something. I don't know. I have no idea how it works. Maybe just... I don't know. I literally have not done much research about it. I just found out that is how a lot of people who have streams get these clips. And then I guess on Twitch they have clippers, which is people that like watch the streams and make their own clips, and I don't know. That seems too complicated. KO says, might be fun. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting just to try it out. See, I'll take like one of the streams that got, a good amount of views and just see what videos it comes up with, and maybe post a couple of those. Get a few thousand people telling me to shut up and play the video. Every time I say something about Walmart, I get 1,000 people in there like, when are you going to just play the video? If you're watching this and you want to comment, when are you going to play the videos? You actually can. You can go to TikTok, just like me, and you can just watch them. You don't even have to watch me if you don't want to. It's really okay. But people who are here, I appreciate you. But yeah, okay, so the trend that I've found is that Airbnb hosts are posting these cleaning videos. And what they do is they post... Can we trust the bots yet? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's all AI. I'm not a huge fan of the AI stuff, so I don't know. Usually they let you have a free trial. Yeah, maybe I will go for a free trial. I do have a code. KO says, never shut up, Drew. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, so this particular creator right here, she has... Her whole channel is about Airbnb, which my whole thing with this is I prefer hotels, okay? I'll just say that at the beginning. I prefer hotels. You're not going to convince me that Airbnb is better. I don't care if you have a group. If you have a group of 30 people, guess what? You can get more hotel rooms. You can get adjoining hotel rooms. You can get suites, you can get villa hotel rooms. And no one at the hotel is going to complain if you use a towel. You could stay there for a week and they'll give you fresh sheets every single day at a hotel, and they won't even complain about it. In fact, they're happy to do it. An Airbnb, you'll never have that. You have concierge at a hotel. You have, I need CB and Meech in here to tell me why the hotels are better, because they stay in. I know CB travels a lot for work. Meech travels a lot too, so she probably stays in hotels, I'm guessing. But these Airbnbs are out of control. It's too much. Then on top of that, they want to charge you $400, $300, even if it's only $200 cleaning fee. And then also make you take the trash out, strip all the beds, wash all the dishes, wipe everything down. If you have to clean the whole place, what are you charging? What am I paying the $200 for? Because when I see some of these, the way these places are getting cleaned, I'm concerned. Because I feel like if you're not hiring a professional cleaner to clean your place, you really need to learn how to clean a house thoroughly. And I mean, everyone knows how to clean, but cleaning professionally is different. And there's certain things when you have a place that has lots of guests, you have to clean things that you wouldn't normally clean in your own house every single time. Like the light switches and, like wiping down commonly touched things, not just surfaces. It's not just mopping and doing the laundry. But for some hosts, it seems like they're not even doing that. So we'll see a little bit of everything. Alex says, if it's just me, I'll do hotel. Hanging out, I do prefer a home rental. Sometimes having a backyard and a fire pit to hang out with and smoke cigars on is nice, or a hot tub. Okay. See, I get that. I get the allure of having a house because you can kind of hang out and it's non-public. I get that. Okay. And I like the aspect of the pool / hot tub setup in an Airbnb, but also there's so many. I mean, you're on camera the whole time you're in the pool. And then also using the pool seems like a huge inconvenience for these hosts. They want to charge you extra if you turn on the heat for the pool. Like there's some nightmares out there. Nance says Mule is a professional cleaner. Well, you can tell because their house is impeccable. Yeah, absolutely. Alex says, I get it, but as a dude, I probably let a lot of things slide, like baseboards. Yeah, exactly. Like, I get, for my job, I get homes ready for sale. So a customer will call me, and they'll say, hey, I don't know what I need to do, but I need to do some stuff. I need to get my house ready for sale. So we'll go through, we'll fix stuff, whatever. When I'm done with all of the work, I clean, I vacuum up the dust, and I take off the carpet protection film and take up my drop cloths and vacuum everything and whatever. Then a professional cleaning team comes in of like 3 or 4 people, and they're there the whole day, and they do a full deep clean of the entire place. Top to bottom, walls, everything. Every single surface is impeccably clean. I will never be able to do what they do in the time that they do it, and I don't want to try because that's the thing they're good at. Let them do it. I hope that Airbnb hosts mostly are using professional cleaners, but we're about to see a bunch of people that are not. And they're the ones that are on TikTok, so they're the only ones that exist, obviously. The pool might be a stretch. My family's gotten a beach house with a hot tub, and it was nice, and we had no issues. Okay, cool. KO says, I can see some parts of a home being fun with a group for sure. Alex also brings a dog. Yes. Yeah. See, bringing pets is another reason why a lot of people want to stay at an Airbnb, which I totally get. But I would be nervous to stay at an Airbnb where I knew that the host is a content creator. Because what they're going to do after you're done is they're going to make a cute little video where they show you what their place looks like.
How Airbnb guests left the place after a 2-night stay.
After a 2-night stay, okay? This is Weekend Stay ATL, and she went absolutely viral for this video. A lot of people really opinionated on both sides. So let's check out how horrible the guests left this place after a 2-night stay. Absolute mess. KO says, as a dude, also, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not cleaning the place. I'm gonna pay somebody. Alex says, I have no pets. The only things counting on me are a plant and a cactus. Well, hey, that's I guess that's easy. You don't have anything to worry about. From 555 says, I stayed at many Airbnb. Great service. The experience was so bad that I'm done with Airbnb. That's interesting. So what was so bad about it that made you that took you off Airbnb forever? Because this is the kind of things that I want to know. But this this lady, thank you for joining from. I appreciate you, by the way. But this lady, she went absolutely viral for this. And she says this place is well, you know, I'll just let her take it away.
Let's see. All right. So they used the blanket.
They used a blanket,
and they must have also used the pizza
They moved
blanket,
it too.
I'll find in a second. They didn't want the chocolate.
They didn't eat the chocolate.
That happens sometimes. Okay, so overall, looks good here. Can't really complain. Let's check the kitchen. Okay, so not too bad.
Really nice Airbnb. Lovely. I love the countertops. Got nickel gap siding in the kitchen there. Okay, that's nice.
Opened it. All right. And then let's check the trash. It didn't take the trash out, which I don't require the guests to, because I just use it when I'm cleaning.
Then why are you pointing it out?
All the waters are gone. They were thirsty. Okay.
See, I feel like if you're a host and you're going to leave things for the guests to use, why is it a big deal to use them? I feel like we're getting a lot of attention on the coffee and the blanket being used and waters being drank.
Some toilet paper still here.
Paper towel?
No dishes.
No dishes.
Let's check the oven because one time
you never know what's in the oven. There could be a whole tenant in the oven you don't even know about.
But I remember one of the first guests, I just ended up opening the oven just because to see if they used it. Was a mess. There was literally chicken wings hanging out in the oven.
Oh no.
Like,
okay.
Maybe I should start
checking
the oven each time the guests leave.
I know there are probably bad guests. I'm aware of that. But I feel like these people, this place is completely clean.
Hopefully they didn't leave any items in the closet.
Oh my gosh, hopefully they didn't. Yeah, if they left something in the closet, that'd be terrible.
Check the bathroom. Dun, dun. They left some soap. Okay.
All right. Yep.
I have a question for you. I literally leave 2 rolls of toilet paper in here for a 2-night stay, which I personally think is more than enough. Toilet paper is always gone. 2 full rolls of toilet paper, 2-night stay, 2 people. Let me know what you think about that.
If you're not charging enough money for your Airbnb that you can't afford to give the guest toilet paper, I don't know what to tell you. That's wild. They used the toilet paper that I gave them. That's crazy.
Let's go to the next one. Oh, let's stop here. Looks like they used some of the towels.
They used the towels too? Oh.
My favorite room.
Towel and a blanket. Oh.
All good.
This is a really nice place.
All right, first look. What do we think?
I mean, it's
Definitely
perfect. What do you mean?
Be more tidy. Here's a pizza blanket. I didn't check the
Found
nightstands in the other room, but definitely gonna do that. Let's see.
Gotta find the pizza blanket.
Nothing.
Yeah. No phones in there.
Okay. Trash in the trash can. Yeah, man. Probably gonna have to get someone to do the bathrooms. I ain't doing this, bruh.
Okay.
Alright, how are we rating these guests? Do have a washer and dryer, and usually is not used for the short stays. Okay, so here's the game plan. I'm going to clean everywhere except the bathrooms, and then get someone to clean the bathrooms. I'll do the laundry, and then we'll see how far I get today.
That's a good plan.
I'm not in the cleaning mood. I'm really not. I still have to finish up work. Not doing those bathrooms. Okay, what are we rating the guests? I'm usually nervous to leave a review first because I feel like that's gonna remind them to leave me a review because they'll want to see their review. And then I'm like, well, what if they didn't really like the place and they get a 4-star review? So I might just wait to leave them a review, and then maybe they'll forget.
The host reviews the guests too.
With my fiance, I'll tell him, like, leave the guest a review so they can leave you a review. For the last guest that stayed at his place, he left them a review pretty much right after they left, and then yesterday they left a review 4 stars. That's literally my worst fear. Right now, all
4 stars is your worst fear?
Good. Literally, the main thing they complained about was the doors were hard to get open with a smart lock sometimes, which that has happened to me with my guests. They're either putting the code in wrong, forget something, or they're not waiting long enough, whatever it is.
Guests. So that happened. They don't know how to use codes.
I ended up just giving them a small partial refund of like $20, saying, hey, sorry that it was hard for you to get in.
You're stupid. Here's $20, peasant.
Probably I didn't need to do that, but
I'm just kidding. She's nice.
I want my 5 stars, and I got 5 stars, but I probably would have still gotten 5 stars.
I get the wanting to have 5 stars, a perfect 5-star rating for sure, but I don't view a 4-star as bad. That could just mean one thing went wrong. You know, and if it was taken care of, then cool. Alex says, I'm thinking, like, whenever we go to a rental, we do inventory and see what we need for the stay. What would you leave for toilet paper? 1 roll per day? You know, I mean, I guess you don't, maybe you wouldn't leave, like, a whole stock there in case they like steal them all or something. I don't know. I feel like you just put like, you know, whatever, a few in each bathroom, and then maybe in the linen closet you have some more. It depends on how many guests your Airbnb would hold as well. Like this place, yeah, it was only 2 guests, but it's like a 4 bedroom or something, 3 bedroom. So I would think each bathroom's gonna have a few rolls, and then maybe you have some more in the hall closet or something, the linen closet. KO says, Drew, why is she worried about toilet paper? Exactly. Like, what is... She said, every time I put 2 rolls out and they use it. Are we not allowed to use the blanket you provide and the bathroom you provide? Is that not what you're paying to rent the place for? I don't know why that's a focus of the video. A lot of people agreed too. Not too bad. It's literally clean. 418,000 likes. This made me realize Airbnb hosts don't understand they're in the service industry. 276,000 likes. Are they allowed to walk on the floor? 270,000 likes. When people use amenities they paid for, 230,000 likes. I mean, I'm not the only one having these feelings here. Okay, here's the response. From says, this was, okay, they rented an Airbnb, and their last experience made them stop using Airbnb forever. Okay, so the house was smaller than shown. Okay, that's right away. That's right away. That's a deal breaker. If you advertise a certain size and you don't get that, like if you have a picture of 4 rooms and you only have 3, that's a problem right away. Yeah. The house was dirty. We had to throw out the garbage in the winter a whole block down through a hill full of snow. I got a noise complaint while sleeping. It was terrible. Okay, a noise complaint while sleeping is crazy. So what I'm guessing there is that, like, the Airbnb is probably a source of noise for the neighbors. And whenever neighbors hear anything, they're just like, it was probably that Airbnb again. Because I know this, because I kind of live near an Airbnb, and the neighbors around have similar feelings about it. Now, this one that I live near, actually, they don't really have parties or anything like that over there. I haven't really had an issue with that, but every once in a while, yeah, it does happen. But getting called a noise complaint while you're sleeping is insane. Having to walk the garbage through the snow down the hill is also insane. If I saw garbage in the trash can, I would definitely be concerned about whether they cleaned the place, because a professional cleaner is not going to do that at all. Now, I have someone I know, okay, who stayed at an Airbnb, and when they got there, they realized that the family, okay, the mom and dad and 2 kids that live in the house stay in a camper on the property when the Airbnb is being rented, okay? And there's also another Airbnb on the property that's like a storage container made into a bedroom. Whatever. If that's your thing, if you love storage container homes, there's so many of those on Airbnb. Anyways, so they get like a couple days in, and like they're staying there for a while, a couple weeks. And they're like, hey, can we get an extra pillow? You know, like at a hotel, you can just get a pillow. You need toilet paper. You need a towel. You need 2 towels, 10 towels. They don't care. They'll bring you whatever. They want you to keep coming back to their hotel. Airbnb, totally different thing. You ask for a pillow there, and a child delivered it. And you're like, does a child run the Airbnb? And then you figure out that the kids are doing all the work cleaning the Airbnb. Because when the other one becomes empty, the kids go in there and clean it. So then you're looking at your place that you paid a bunch of money to rent, and you're like, hold on, kids are cleaning the place? You can't ask for extra stuff. So anyways, I just don't understand. Alex says, I'm not above taking the extra roll of toilet paper from a hotel room. If they leave you to, take it. You paid $500 a night for the Airbnb. Take it. And honestly, I think this lady got a lot of undue criticism, but some of the comments made pretty good points here. You gotta admit. I mean, is it possible to leave a negative review on an Airbnb I didn't stay at? 180,000 likes. They used the blankets. They used the towels. Trash in the trash can. Are we okay? 5-star guest, 0-star host, 164,000 likes. I would... Oh, no. I'm not gonna read that. Could be more tidy. Girl, they're Airbnb guests paying you for their stay. They're not house cleaners. 115,000 likes. Alex says, if nothing else, That cheap toilet paper makes me appreciate the Charmin from Costco. See? Exactly. You know, it's... I feel like at an Airbnb, though, I hope you're not getting the cheap, like, you know, the stuff like they have at the hotel, right? Of course, I don't know. Maybe some hotels, they spring for that extra nice. But here, this is another person who went viral for their Airbnb cleaning, and she has since doubled down. Okay, this is Cam.
I just had Airbnb guests.
Cam Meyer. She's on TikTok. 9 nights. 9 nights, guys. Disaster. It's the worst she's ever seen.
I always leave the house.
Might be my first truly bad Airbnb cleaning experience as an Airbnb host.
Let's see how things are looking. I'm not feeling super hopeful.
Video has 21,000 likes.
Water bottles and tortillas on the table. And
man, okay, so we gotta all right, we gotta put. So they meant to steal the toilet paper and they didn't. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Seen it. We've got a full sink of dishes.
Hold
starting
on.
Off strong.
Okay, starting off strong. We have 2 water bottles. Tragic. This is what we're complaining about. See, this is they put this roll of toilet paper here so that they could remember to take it with them, and they forgot. That's why that's sitting there. I already know.
Water bottle.
Alex says, no, I think I've been lucky. I get the impression former guests leave some basics behind, and I try to pay it forward too. You know, I appreciate that, but also that freaks me out, dude. If a host is taking things that another guest has used / left behind and using them as part of the amenities of the Airbnb, that would freak me out a little bit. Okay, they left a coat behind. Tragic. Just throw it in the trash. I don't understand. Okay, do some dishes. Yep.
Maybe the worst I've seen it.
It's the worst I've seen it.
A sink of dishes.
Oh.
A loofah on the counter. That's actually disgusting. Water bottles.
I don't know why the loofah is there, but yeah, I mean, doing dishes. Do you have to do the dishes? They ate food for 9 days? This is actually pretty good. For a 9-day stay, I mean, what?
Let's go check the upstairs. Also,
they didn't take the trash out. They're in trouble. You gotta take the trash out.
It's not that big of a deal. But another water bottle. The bedrooms are...
Alex says, I get it, but I'll leave an extra roll of toilet paper or hand soap for the next person. I know how it feels to drive all day, get somewhere, and be missing basics at 8 p.m. See, missing basics at 8 p.m. is a great reason to stay at a hotel, because it doesn't matter if you got in at 3 a.m. There is someone who's happy to help you with whatever the thing is. You know, you can get room service sometimes overnight. You could, you know, they'll bring towels or whatever to your room. So yeah, I agree. That's definitely, I like the spirit of that, but I feel like the Airbnb host, it's on them to provide those things because they're trying to compete with hotels.
Entire bag of laundry. And then another bag of laundry.
Is it laundry or trash? Coins?
The hell?
Okay.
An air mattress.
Uh-huh. They had to get an air mattress, and they left it behind. Okay, see, that's... Man, come on. See, okay, they kind of left a mess here, but, like, man... This is why I wouldn't want to stay at a place where the host is a content creator, because whatever you leave behind, if you accidentally leave some intimate item behind, they're gonna embarrass the hell out of you about it. Like, that's crazy to me. KO says, I don't know if Goodwill is alive. Don't throw stuff away. I mean, yeah, they could donate the clothes. You're right. that they could donate the clothes that are left behind. Alex says, I totally get what you're saying. I meant when I get to my end destination, not just an overnight hotel. Yeah, for sure. I guess I don't expect a week's supply of hand soap, coffee. Yeah. See, now I feel like you should. I don't think if you are paying for the place for a week, I don't think it's a lot to ask. To have those things, you know, if they're gonna be like, hey, we provide coffee at the hotel, there's free breakfast every morning. They don't even complain about it. I mean, maybe they do. Not to you. Drew, you don't know what new hotel life is like. Yet, I guess I don't. I don't stay at a ton of hotels, but every hotel I have stayed at has been really nice. I don't get the cheap ones. But I feel like it's still cheaper to be at a hotel than an Airbnb, and I don't have to do any chores. And no one's gonna make a video judging me.
Right now. Like,
she's going through it, dude.
I'm like, do I need to make sure that there's nobody in the house? This is terrible. This is actually so bad. I've seen some weird stuff with Airbnb.
Sarah says, 10,000 likes. I fear we have two very different definitions of trash.
Now we have to go to the basement for the third bedroom.
Maybe being an Airbnb host isn't for you.
Bad smell.
I will never understand you, Airbnb owners, charging a cleaning fee, but then expecting your guests to take out the garbage and clean before they leave.
Gross.
If I'm paying a $300 cleaning fee, I'm not taking out the trash.
To clean Airbnb.
All right, so now she's actually going to clean it. So this is okay. So I guess I like this part of the content better, probably. At least it's not, they're not shaming anyone, and they're actually cleaning the place, so that's cool. It's good. She's got her gloves on. She's ready to go. Oh, KO says it's all digital. There's no one at the front desk. Oh, okay. I see. Again, I mean some trash. I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about. Do you refund the cleaning fee if the house is left spotless? I'll wait. See, okay, this one actually was kind of dirty, but again, I don't think this is anything you could complain about. KO says it's so bad. Why is she doing this? I don't know. Now, she got a lot of negative comments here, and she doubled down, okay? Here she is. We don't understand.
It's as though I've really ruffled some feathers with my Airbnb cleaning walkthrough video.
She's gonna explain it to us.
And how I said that the house was trashed, and it was honestly terrible. I have been an Airbnb host for 2.5 years. I'm not inexperienced.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
And that is the worst I have ever seen my house left. Truly, I have some of the best.
Well, then you've been lucky for 2.5 years. Yeah, you've been very lucky.
They generally leave the house very clean. I do not expect the guests to clean my house for me. It's one thing to strip the bed. It's another thing to start the laundry. I do not expect you to start the laundry. As a matter of fact, I really don't care if you strip the bed.
See,
that was one minor thing
again,
in the checklist
yeah,
procedure.
You shouldn't
I don't
have
really care all
to.
that
So
much
I
if you don't
appreciate
strip
that.
the bed. Not the end of the world, but
Yep.
if you do it, it saves me so much time in between guests, and it's so helpful to me.
Okay.
However, those of you who
KO
are
says this
commenting
woman's
on my
being
video
extra.
saying this is not that bad.
From
How
says
could you expect someone to clean up?
that's easy to clean. You just have to put it in a garbage bag. I do it all the time with old children's toys or clothes and toys. It won't take you longer than an hour. That's light work. Oh, I see. So with the clothes that get left behind, yeah, just throw them in the wash with everything else while you're already there cleaning, and then take it over to Goodwill. Exactly. I'm with you.
They're on vacation. Nobody wants to do dishes or clean up their garbage when they're on vacation.
Thanks again from 5-5 for being
at
here.
Home.
Appreciate you.
Because if you cannot clean up after yourself like a grown adult, you don't deserve to stay in an Airbnb or in a hotel. Because guess what? The maids are also not there.
I'm thinking that's gonna upset some people. I'm not sure.
Clean everything. I mean that. Like, figure out where you can put some trash. It's one thing to like leave a few things on the dresser of a hotel room. You just keep going and digging this hole deeper. Take that out for you. You ordered pizza. There's not enough room in the small little. As someone who cleaned for 5
years, you are so wrong. It's actually insane.
Trash all over the floor of a hotel room. To leave all of your clothes
aren't listening.
Behind.
You're charging a cleaning fee, so clean.
Like, who in their right mind? That's insane. Also thought that I would help you understand a little bit more.
Keep in mind, this was 9 days. She made a passive profit for 9 days.
When you pay the base rate for the night.
That's true. You know what? That's a good point that I didn't think about. Because if you have one guest stay for 9 days and you only have to clean it once versus 9 guests staying for 1 day and you have to clean it 9 times for the same amount of money, I would think the big cleanup would be nothing because you're pocketing so much extra cash. I didn't even think of that. That is a great point from Just Janae here in her comment.
That is the value that we believe.
Again, no hate to Cam Meyer. I get she is working very hard here.
Bedrooms, bathrooms, location, and amenities of the property. So, for example, my weekly rate for a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, as well as additional air mattresses available if you choose to sleep up to 8 people in the house, during the week is $150. On a regular weekend is $175. If you book 2 nights or less,
that's really reasonable.
My fee is $50.
Okay.
$50.
Oh, wow.
If you book 3 nights or more, doesn't matter how many
$50 cleaning fee seems really low. That seems really low, actually, for Airbnb.
I have to clean the house for 2 hours after your stay.
No,
regardless.
Your time is worth money, for sure.
Airbnb, you are staying at someone's personal property. They own that property. They own everything in the house.
Sure.
So your rate and your fees include wear and tear of that property.
I feel like I'm being yelled at.
That has to be done. If there's extra cleaning involved, that is an extra fee because guess what?
KO says, I will not. I tip them, but I will not tip this lady. This lady, she's nuts.
I wouldn't have had to pay them for 2 hours to in yesterday.
I would not tip an Airbnb
host. I would have to pay them to clean for 5.5 hours.
I don't know.
And guess what?
Is that standard? You tip
extra.
On Airbnb?
So if that costs me extra as an Airbnb host, that's not a cost that I'm just willing to eat. That is a cost that goes to the person who made the mess. If you don't agree with that, sorry, I'm on my pedestal right now. If you don't agree with that, I fully believe you're one of the people in the world who believes that everything should be handed to them on a silver platter.
Okay.
You should have free handouts. You shouldn't have to work for anything. I know you're going to want to turn that back around on you and say, well, you don't want to have to work for your cleaning fee. You don't want to have to do the hard work of cleaning. No, I'm more than happy to clean the house. What I'm not happy to do is spend several extra hours of my life cleaning up other people's extra messes that they could have cleaned up themselves, like finishing a water bottle and throwing it in the garbage when you're done.
Okay. Meech in the chat. What's going on, Meech? We're talking Airbnbs. Tell us, Meech. You travel a decent amount. Do you prefer hotels over Airbnb? I do. And I already listed my myriad of reasons why, but let me know if you prefer hotel or Airbnb and why. KO says, because she's doing it. Not always we need spankings. Yeah. I felt like I was getting a lashing from that lady. Can I just go put my nose in the corner instead of listening to this, says Black Magic. Yeah, I think she was shaming us there. Okay, now look at this one. Now, this is cleaning a basement Airbnb.
In a few hours.
This one kind of freaked me out a little bit.
These guests
okay,
are going to be staying for 2 nights, and we'll get a total of $254.
Dude, look at all this
We've been
stuff.
renovating the rest
They're
going
gonna
to
be here in 2 hours.
Into an Airbnb, so this area has been kind of a dumping ground. But we got to get this place in order because we're pretty much fully booked for the month of May. Something weird about our basement Airbnb is that there's actually not a thermostat controller in the basement. Make this very clear in our listing, and we're super accommodating if people want the temperature change. We just have to do it from our end upstairs. Because it's a basement, it gets pretty cold, so we do have a fireplace down there that keeps things pretty warm, and we haven't had anyone complain about it so far. We actually have 2 Airbnbs on our own property. This is the entrance to our basement Airbnb, and this is the other entrance to our garage Airbnb.
The garage Airbnb. Look at this. Look. This is how you separate them.
Planter boxes, and we only put them here when we have guests in the basement. This was my solution to not have to add a fence or anything like that. Sometimes these things fall over in a storm, though. This is the door that leads from our portion of the house to the basement. Glass panels on the door, so we hang this big soundproof curtain to avoid sound transferring. We have 4 people checking into our basement Airbnb in a few hours, and this is how it currently looks. These guests are going to be staying for 2 nights, and we'll get a total of...
Okay, so they have a basement Airbnb and a garage Airbnb, and it looks like a shower curtain separates the basement from the garage. I don't know. What do y'all... Are you staying in this Airbnb? Now, the comments were not on her team. You didn't wash the blankets. Yeah, I saw this booking, and I am not booking now. This is weird. I find it bothersome that the sheets on the bed aren't flat and straight. I agree. Big no way. I stay Airbnb all the time and would immediately leave if I saw this hot mess. The planters as a divider is a great idea and looks really nice. So yeah, it did look nice. Meech says... so it depends on how many of us are traveling. If it's the whole fam, we do Airbnbs. It just makes more sense. We are very picky, though. See, and I get it if you want to have, like, a place where everyone can stay and, you know, kind of hang out privately. Especially if it's, like, if you're renting, like, a 10-bedroom house or something like that. But I feel like those people... who have properties like that have been renting for so long that they probably are good hosts and they know what the deal is. KO says she sounds like the worst Airbnb. We aren't renting any houses for $200. That's not going to be good. Yeah, I'm with you, Meech. The price kind of dictates the quality in this case. Will Russ in the chat. What's going on, Will? Thank you for being here. He says it's a tough choice choosing between a nice, reliable hotel and a psycho's sloppy basement. That's really funny, dude.
Yo.
That was really good. From says, I get her frustration, but 9 days is a long time. That was a terrible mess for 9 days. They did leave a lot of clothes behind. They did. But I guess, you know, they get to keep those clothes now, so they get that value. Technically. You know, they could do like you were saying and donate them and get that tax write-off, make even more money. KO says, what the F? I would be fine. I'll sleep anywhere. You know, I don't know if I'm sleeping in a cinder block garage Airbnb. Yeah, I'm with Will on this one. I'll take the reliable hotel, please, for this. Now, this girl, she charges $2,000 a night for this place.
The lights are not working.
Airbnb guest with 0 reviews. Now, she as the host is saying that the guest didn't have any reviews, so she's worried about what her place is going to look like. Meech says, yes, the rating has to be perfect, and they also need to have lots of reviews. Yeah, I agree. Now, a guest having 0 reviews, if you haven't really used Airbnb that much, I guess that's okay. Why would you assume that they're going to be bad? Well, let's see. Let's see how bad they are. This is... I don't even know how to... I don't even know how to say that name. Kenny Diet Bow? Kenny... I have no idea. Whatever.
Why?
The lights don't work. Somehow. They broke the... Oh, they broke a chair. That's sad. But again, that's what happens when you have IKEA furniture in your Airbnb. Oh no, they moved the bench.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Okay.
These were brand new towels. Great. Okay, so I just...
Man, I don't know why they're getting white towels at an Airbnb. What are you doing? Like, why? Is that so you can get on TikTok and be like, look how dirty the perfect white towels are? These filthy people using their towels. Get me them clothes, Barbie boys. Meech says, you also can't go in thinking you're going to save money. We usually spend more on an Airbnb and also ask if they have cleaning services, perks, maybe a chef. Okay.
To be fine. Ooh, that smells terrible. Crap.
Yeah.
That stinks.
See, I don't know if I would want...
Do you not have to refrigerate ketchup after opening it? I'm probably gonna throw this away.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Turning out fine so far.
Okay.
I won't really know how
This looks
bad
fine
it
to
is,
me.
if anything's bad until I really get.
I don't think they did anything wrong.
0 reviews.
$2,000 a night, though. God, that is a lot.
I think it was worth it.
I don't know what I don't know what she's complaining about here, because like that's a lot of money. Dirty towels, lights, and a moved bench are not a reflection of the quality of guests. I'd be questioning what I'm paying $2,000 for when I saw that front door and cabinets. You have poorly run breakers and it's the guest's fault. Who cares where the bench usually is? I move furniture like that all the time. If I'm paying $2,000, y'all doing the laundry and the cleaning, period. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Meech says, and that's another thing. They put cheap furniture and then expect it to last forever. No, it doesn't work like that. Exactly. If you're going to fill your Airbnb with cheap furniture, because that's what these people do. They own 10 properties of all the Airbnbs, and they went to IKEA and they bought a $50 coffee table for every single one of them. You know, we know what y'all are doing out here. This lady, she cleans Airbnbs for a living. She's going to show us what it's like, what you should actually do when you're cleaning an Airbnb.
Okay, so I know a lot of you guys like my cleaning videos, so I'm going to take you with me through a...
She made $535 doing cleaning Airbnbs.
And then I have several more. I will show
KO said, my towels are dirty. Yeah, Meech says, gross, KO. Yeah, how dare you use a towel at the place where you paid to stay? Wow, that looks really nice. Good job.
Okay, so I'm done my first unit. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I almost sweated out my edges and I got to be, but I made $135, and after...
And she didn't even complain about the guest.
So I'm on to my next unit, honey.
Amazing. How did she do it?
Okay, so let's come with me to the next unit.
I love she gave us double speed, too. This is great.
So...
Oh, that's a cool place.
One bedroom, living room area.
All right.
Rarely ever use the kitchen. And then... Oh, y'all my breath. Then you get the bedroom. So I'm done my second unit. It's 12:43. I'm about to head to my next unit.
$135? Oh wait, $65 on that one. It's a smaller place.
But
okay.
I paid $65 before taxes on this clean, and after I'll bring home $54, which is not a lot of money, but it only took me 20 minutes, so I'm off to the next one.
Only 20 minutes? That's kind of scary, actually.
So I'm stuck behind the trash truck right now, so I have time to talk. But okay, so for those two units, the first one was $135. The second one was $65. I don't know math, so I will put on the screen as I go through the day how much I made. All of these terms that I'm doing today are from the Turno.com app. I know I tell a lot of people to join, but a lot of their, like, you go in there and it says they're...
Are you? Oh my gosh. See, I feel like this is an ad for an
But if you're looking for, like, a side hustle or something, you know...
We got duped. Meech says, we try to pick places that haven't included. Last house we got, it came with a chef that came and did breakfast every morning before doing a house cleaning daily. See, I don't think that that's a lot to ask for at an Airbnb because hotels already provide that and they don't charge you a dime extra for it. And they don't ask you to put your towels anywhere. They don't ask you to take the sheets off your bed. You can leave all your stuff out. They will clean the place around your stuff and just I feel like having someone make breakfast is definitely sets you apart as an Airbnb host, but there's no way that most places are doing that. I just have a feeling. That is Tamara Dolly. She makes a lot of cleaning content. But so there you see that professional cleaners do not charge a lot of money to clean these places. That was my point of that video. So they really have no excuse for cleaning the place themselves or complaining about cleaning the place themselves. Now, these cleaners get to a place after they had a huge party and they don't complain one bit. They just get cracking and get that work done. Oops.
We're back at one of the Airbnb homes we regularly take care
This is
of here
cleaning
in
in
Los
LA.
Angeles. Looks like the last guest had quite a party
Whoa,
here.
dude, Rager.
A big group stayed in the house.
I mean, there's art on the couch. There's
It's a beautiful
every
4-bedroom house
surface in
with
the
a
kitchen has
gorgeous
stuff on
backyard and
it.
pool.
Bunch of trash in the
kitchen had a lot of
backyard.
dishes waiting for us. Towels were scattered everywhere, and every single bed had been used.
They used the bed? No
But the
way.
most surprising thing this time, some of the artwork had been taken off the walls.
That is kind of
And a
weird.
few spots
Why
on
would
the
you do
walls
that?
needed serious
Don't
cleaning.
touch the artwork. Look,
Luckily,
they're
the wall
cleaning
finish
the
allows
walls.
gentle washing.
You think
So we
hosts are
carefully
cleaning
cleaned
walls?
everything by
No way.
hand. Outside, we tidied the yard and even watered the lawn so
They
everything
watered
feels
the
fresh
lawn,
again.
you
And
guys.
just like that, the home is ready to welcome the next Airbnb
See?
guests.
This is why you hire professionals. Because they're going to do a great job and be unwavering in their professionalism. She could have talked a lot of smack about those people who left that place a mess, but she didn't. She didn't say it. I love it. I love to see it. That's cleaning in LA. Misha's the good Airbnbs don't have the owners coming in and cleaning either. All of them are usually run by property management. I agree. That is a great sign of a good Airbnb. If it's run by a property management company, you know you're going to get professional service. I agree. KO says, let's get an Airbnb with a private chef and have everyone over. Yes, that would be awesome. A private chef at the Airbnb is pretty dope. That's a sweet amenity. Meech says exactly, they need to offer the same services a hotel does. Yeah, absolutely. And of course, we didn't leave a mess. We picked up every morning before she started. It's only right. Yeah, and when you know that the cleaner's coming, you're going to pick up a little bit. But again, the cleaner doesn't care. They're ready to clean the place. That's their job. If they have to throw some stuff in the trash, they're going to be fine with it. But Airbnb hosts, they look at Airbnb as only a money-making opportunity. So, if you come between them and their sweet cash, they're going to be upset. Now, this guest made the mistake of admitting that the bed could have been a little bit
Hold
more
on to your hats
comfortable.
for this one,
and
guys.
the
'Cause
host
I really
was
don't think
pissed.
this has ever happened to another Airbnb host before. I hosted
This has
5
never
guests for
happened.
4
Hold
nights
on to your
and
hats.
$615 over the week of Thanksgiving. My guests checked in like normal, and I didn't hear anything from them from the time they booked to the time they checked in. So when that happens, I just assume everything is a-okay. I woke
Okay,
up
they
the
didn't
morning
bother
after
you
they
one
checked
bit.
in and
Love it.
started work on the properties that I co-host for.
This is
When I logged in, I saw
Bloom
an
and
inquiry
Linen
for a property
B&B.
saying that these people were staying at an Airbnb in town and they absolutely could not stay there because the beds were so uncomfortable.
Oh, no.
Lo and behold, it was my guest staying at my personal Airbnb. Now, this is a super tricky situation because these people could not possibly know that
it's so tricky. They don't know that you own all the Airbnbs. Now, if you found this out, that someone's staying at your place and they said that the bed is a little uncomfortable and they want to stay at another place, would you make a video?
I was the co-host for that other property that they inquired about.
I would never slander my customers in a video. That's insane to
so
me.
I was not responsible for responding to them. I immediately called my boss and asked her how she thought we should handle this situation.
Oh,
we
okay.
kind of
So
just
she
decided
had
to let it
her
be
boss.
and see if they responded.
Maybe this is a property management
me as the host
type
of
deal.
the property they're currently staying in and not enjoying the beds, I immediately thought, what can I do to make this
really nice countertop here
without them knowing that I know that they're unhappy with my beds? Because there's no way they could know I knew. They did not reach out to me, their host, personally, and tell me that they were uncomfortable with the beds. I ended up going to Fresh Market and getting them a pack of mini muffins, some fresh coffee,
maybe they're
non-confrontational because they did have a
I wouldn't want to talk to the host for any reason. I dropped it off
and just wished them a happy Thanksgiving. They did not follow up with the inquiry for the other Airbnb, and they did end up staying for the entire duration of their stay. They did not mention the beds to me until checkout. They left it as a private note in their review. They did give me a 5-star review, which I appreciate more than they know, because beds are so personal and you can never know what people are going to prefer. I've had reviews in the past compliment my beds. Overall, I'm glad their stay was good despite the beds, and I do hope that little treat just showed that I really do care about their stay. So
now, I feel like I'll give her credit. She is trying her best to give the best service possible. Now, just my opinion, as someone who probably doesn't want the conflict with the Airbnb host. I don't want to argue. I just want it to go smoothly. That's why I like hotels, because I don't have to beg anyone. They want to impress you. But I feel like, as a non-confrontational person, if the bed is a little uncomfortable for you and you feel like it needs a topper or something, you're not going to call the Airbnb host and complain about them. And then they didn't even want to leave that in the review. They left it in a private note attached to the review. And still, a video was made about it. I don't know. It makes me feel weird. Will says, it seems like if you're rich, people will give you what you pay for. If you buy middle or cheap, you're going to be the reason their life sucks. You know what? I agree, but in hotels, that's not the case. If you get a $60 a night hotel, it's not going to be the nicest. It's not going to have a really nice anything. But you still get all the services of a hotel. And theoretically, the room is clean. So, yes, I agree with you that if you spend the money, you get what you pay for. But middle or cheap in Airbnb is a big no-no. Yeah, you can't. Now, here's another video review of
cleaning my Airbnb after a 4-night stay with a work group of 4 to 5 men. This one was a doozy. Yeah. There was red dirt all over everything.
They used a towel. They were dirty men.
Dirt.
These dirty men.
They also put away a bunch of dishes that were still really grimy.
They put dishes away too.
And I ended up rewashing most of the dishes in the house. I think this is the record for most dishes washed. But it took a lot of putting things back in the place they belong, organizing, walking back and forth.
Typical man, he doesn't know where stuff goes.
And getting that laundry started, of course. You can literally see the dirt on the floor there. All right, here's the dishes, and bang, they're done. I wish it was that fast in real life. Sometimes other tasks also follow on days where the clean is really heavy, so had to refill a lot of bottles and cleaning products, and that just adds to time. They also left a good amount of food, but we divvied that up and took it home. Gonna waste not, want not.
Wait, what?
Of course, every new set of guests gets a water bottle, and then we got to work.
I don't know if I would not be taking food home that a guest left in their Airbnb. She is cleaning the inside of the oven. Appreciate that.
The cleaning of the kitchen outside of doing the dishes. This group did a lot of cooking, which, hey, that's why there's a fully stocked kitchen. I want my guests to be able to cook. So we did that cleaning, did a general wipe down. You may have seen the candle. I bought this to fight kitchen odors. Our kitchen seems to really hang on to like breakfast cooking smells, etc. And that candle has really been helping. I do not leave it out for guests though. Drink your water, people. It's important. Also found
Meech says no,
on the
just
floor.
do heavy research. There are plenty of high-end Airbnbs that are total scams and terrible. Oh, okay.
The wrapper for the gum.
So even the expensive ones sometimes suck.
I'm sorry. He's gonna aggravate me.
Well, we have a fly swatter.
I know, but you can't swat flies.
There's flies in the Airbnb.
Hearing my dad curse always makes me giggle a little bit. He was really perplexed by that fly, but we got to work on
probably the men's fault. There was a fly in there.
I wiped on this toilet and it was covered in red dirt. Please explain.
Red dirt.
It's like a dust storm of red dirt came through. Yes, the shower door is still sticky. It's a saga at this point.
They were wearing their boots in the shower.
I'm going to research it, but I don't. Mop, and we're done. I think that cleaning took about 4.5 hours.
That was, I think, a pretty reasonable thing again, but I don't know. Will says, I'm broke and I sneak my cats into hotels when I travel. So I don't think I paid more than $140 for a hotel ever. Okay. Sneaking the cat in the hotel is awesome. I love that move. But I would say treat yourself. Get out there. Get a nice hotel room sometime. Even if it's in the town where you live, like, just get the experience, you know? It's cool. It's a good time. Meech says, my girlfriends and I got an amazing apartment in Paris for $80 a night. It's not always about the price. You know, when I went to Paris, I stayed in a hostel, and it was, I mean, this was several years ago, but it was the equivalent of like $50 a night, and we had our own room, our own bathroom. It was, yeah, totally, it was nice. Nice place, really cheap. It's possible to find, but it does depend on where you are in Paris. We were on the south end of Paris. You can get some cheap spots down there. But you still got to get there. Meech says, sometimes it's about opportunity. Absolutely. Will says, I don't trust anyone with that build who wears yoga pants, to be honest. KO says, holding on to breakfast smells. Yeah, I don't know. That's... I feel like you need a... maybe a bigger fan. If you notice that your kitchen holds on to smells, I feel like that's a problem. Meech says holy body shaming. Exactly. Anybody can wear yoga pants. I wear yoga pants too. Now, I think she does a great job, and she cleans her places very thoroughly. My point with her video, though, is that if you stayed in an Airbnb, would you want that video to be made about you after you leave? I don't know. It just kind of makes me feel weird, and kind of some people said that in the comments as well. Now this is another person who has an Airbnb in their home, and I thought she was a really good host. But dude, this was like crazy to me, just the beginning of this video.
Our Airbnb guests left our in-home Airbnb space. This feels like a whole new intro, having the second blanket.
So she's got a blanket, insulation, two blankets and insulation hanging up for sound deadening at the door.
Go around, and it's raining today. You stay. I'll be right back.
Oh, we were in Boys Town. Okay, nice. That is a really good price then.
And then they go down this little walkway.
They have a locked door on their side. Most guests leave it unlocked. I don't put it in like the checkout instructions or anything because it's not a big deal for me to walk around.
Can't even see the mountains.
Oh, that's a really nice view.
These guests
Look
did end
at
up
that.
using the grill. I love that they put the cover back on. Let's go let inspector in.
Oh, there's the inspector. We love the
They
inspector.
have this lock at the top. Okay, we'll
Yeah, I would lock that too.
Usual.
Yeah.
Okay, they put their towels in a pile. That's ooh, looks like they used, what did they use? The lotion and the soap. That's kind of surprising. And the makeup wipes. I'm glad I restocked that. It's pretty clean in here. Wow, it looks really clean in here. Excuse me.
What the dog doing?
Love that they remade the bed.
Obviously not necessary because I'm
I
going to
love
rewash
it.
everything, but it's a nice gesture. Most importantly, do they enjoy the local coffee, the local beers, and the snacks that I left for them?
I already see that they
I
have
thought this was awesome, dude. Right here. Look at this.
Look like they had some coffee. There are a
So
few creamers
she
in
leaves
there.
coffee for
Then
him,
they took the little heart box of
and then
chocolate.
she
Oh my
has a
gosh.
little
Looks like
fridge
I did really
that she
good with the
stocks up.
snacks.
She has a
We're not
candy
into
bowl she stocks up, all different
Or
candies.
the Sour Patch Kids. This would be the first thing I would eat.
Didn't eat the
But
Sour
it's always
Patch.
shocking what guests go for. Okay, we did well with the coffee and the snacks, but now let's check the
Look at this.
drinks. Oh my gosh.
She gives them
All
beer,
the
and they
beers,
drank
which
it.
I love. Almost all the sodas
And she's happy about
and
it. She's
boxed
happy
water
that
and
they
the
drank the
That's
beers
been
she
really
left.
popular
You
lately.
see?
Maybe I should
You
add
see
that
how
instead of
nice
before.
this can be?
Two things that I forgot with these guests. I forgot to put
This
the
is
dog towels
wholesome.
down. They are on the shelf, but
What
I
a
usually
nice
put them on
lady.
the dryer. They had 2 dogs with them, and it rained, so they really could have used them. Just kidding, they found it. Okay, that makes me feel better. Other thing, I dumped the dehumidifier, but I forgot to restart it. That likely wasn't a big deal, but I do hate
No,
that
it's
for
not a
things.
big deal.
These guests were great. We did message with them a few hiking recommendations, and then they grilled. They're like our first guests that have ever used the grill. But I
Awesome.
didn't have steak knives down here, so they asked if they could borrow some. My husband just walked them around to him. But that's a good mental note that I need to add
That's
into our little
awkward.
kitchenette.
That's
Obviously,
awkward
gotta give
having
them
to
a
ask
5-star
for
rating,
something.
and then
That's
offer them a
awkward,
discount if they
man.
want to
I don't
buy a
know.
service again.
See how our Airbnb guests left our in.
That's Taryn Teague on TikTok. I actually really liked her attitude there, and she left stuff for people to use, and they used it, and she was happy about that. I see. So there are good hosts out there. Now, oh, hold on. Meech says the bakery across the street had. What are they? Oh, no kidding. Okay, they had fresh baguettes shaped like something every morning. That's funny. KO says, when Drew hits 500 subs, we get stickers and yoga pants. Oh, sure. You can't see my pants. I could be wearing yoga pants right now. You wouldn't know. Black Magic says, I wear compression tights under my shorts and pants just about every day. I love them and would rock yoga pants if I could. I'm the same. I that's what the men version is called, compression tights. Yeah. I don't know. I have several pair of those, so sure. There you go. If that gets us to 500 subs, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Love it.
Wowza.
Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss any. Will says, are you secretly Paul Rudd wearing a beard? Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Paul Rudd is a good looking guy. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you for saying that. No, I'm not secretly Paul Rudd. My name is Drew. Thank you for being here. This girl did a really funny skit of Airbnb hosts, though. I thought this was good.
This is my impersonation of Airbnb hosts today.
Awesome ink, too.
There's a smudge on my table. They didn't Windex it. They left filthy trash all over my house. It's disgusting and gonna cost me thousands of... I only provide white hand towels, but do you know how disgusting it is that you filthy little miscreants wipe your makeup off on my white towels that I only
Yeah,
provide
see?
white
Somebody
towels?
else-
God, I
Yeah.
know I charge like $800 for a cleaning fee, but I'm supposed to pocket that. I'm not supposed to actually hire an aide to come in and clean because that goes into my profit, so...
I mean, we saw that cleaner earlier is charging $135, and they're charging $300 for the cleaning fee. They could definitely they can dedefinitely hire a pro.
I'm grateful,
There's
even
no
though my
reason.
Airbnb costs $10,000. Oh my god, I've never experienced such horrific things.
Chaos has compressed
This is my impersonation of Airbnb.
You know, my favorite compression pants, Black Magic, are the, oh, he says, I love this lady. I'd love to rent from her. You know, me too. The lady who had the house, she had an awesome, little setup there, and she had such a great attitude. Like, that's the kind of stuff you want. That's what you want to see. But this was a skit from Vermilion Vixen, Maine. Meech says, yes, Drew is Paul Rudd, hotter Paul Rudd. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, this girl, she had kind of a long story, but you definitely should check it out. This is,
story time of how me and 7 of my best friends are at war with an Airbnb host.
We
went on a trip a few weeks ago to Scottsdale for the Waste Management Open. It was honestly the best weekend. I don't mean to sound
Black Magic, they came to Scottsdale.
It's just insane how these hosts are treating us right now. My boyfriend and I were the first to arrive at the Airbnb, and we immediately noticed that something was off. There were cleaning supplies left out. The floors were kind of dirty. We walked around outside. That was like this beautiful outdoor oasis, and there were like broken pickleball paddles everywhere. The pickleball net was like balled up in a corner. There were basketballs laying around. There was like a random tarp in the yard.
She said it's a beautiful oasis.
But like, whatever. What are you gonna do about it? After walking around for a bit, I went into her bathroom. I grabbed a towel that was rolled up on our bed, went to the bathroom to shower, unrolled my towel, and it was stained and dirty. And then I look up, there's hair and dead bugs on the ceiling.
Okay, that's
gross.
Not
so
ideal.
We immediately text the Airbnb host that there's stuff laying
There's
all
a
over the
hair.
yard, there's a tarp, there's cleaning supplies.
Get over here.
The towels are stained, and there's dead bugs on the ceiling. They offered to send someone out to fix it. We were like, it's fine, like whatever.
Why did you complain then?
Towels off of the couples that were arriving an hour later. Threw ours in the wash quickly, and it was fine.
Okay, hold on. I might be on the host side on this one. I didn't watch. I didn't watch enough of this
and what
video.
do you know? The towels are dirty and wet, rolled up on their bed.
Okay. Oh, hold on. We got wet towels.
We wash them, like, it's fine. They're all stained. All the towels are stained. But at least we know that they're clean at this point. We just washed the towels. The next day comes, the last couple gets there. One of them goes to shower. No warm water in the shower. Their towels were clean, stained, but cleaned because we washed them.
Wow. Okay. That's kind of a rough one. By the way, we are here Monday and Friday evenings. Hit that subscribe button and come hang out. Black Magic says, Drew, I have a ton of tights. Black, white, pink, purple, teal, and gray. Okay, see, I'm not the only one. I do have some fun colors. I have like blue and green, and then mostly black though, with different like designs on them. They don't give the guys very fun colors. You were about to say what your favorite compression pants are, but you didn't say. Mine are the Nike Pro. Oh, yes, my favorite are the Under Armour. I like those ones. Nike. I have several Nike Pro as well. I just like something about like the waistband is better on the Under Armour ones. I don't know why. Will says, I hit the like button, brother. Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate you. I love it when you hit the like button. Now, now I want to hear from some more people here. I've heard from enough hosts, I feel like. And this girl, you can check out Rach Stalker. She had a nightmare with the Airbnb host, but it's like a 6-minute story, so I want to keep it moving here. But now, what if you're chilling in your Airbnb, okay, and the host comes in a robe and a towel on their head? How you gonna feel about that? If it's a man walking in, are you upset that he's wearing a robe? Are you upset that he's walking in? It's not a man, but it's still weird. Check this out.
I gave him that, and he gave it to me.
Is this real? This is like a scene from a horror movie. Okay, so we can see our victim's face a little bit here. She says, this is Kim Ergo1 on TikTok. The host at my Airbnb just walked into the house while I was about to take a nap. Chat, do I call the police or is this legal? Yes and no. It's definitely illegal and you should call the police. That is so weird. Black Magic says we call it Snotsdale. That's funny. Okay, so Scottsdale's like the uppity part of outside of Phoenix. I got you. I'm learning. But yeah, I what do you do in this situation?
And he gave it to me.
I don't know what you even do. This is a problem you never have at a hotel. I don't know. I don't know why. Now that pair does look like a costume, in fairness. You know, maybe. I considered that it could be a skit, but it had the comments are like, run, call the cops, this is illegal, call Airbnb, report to Airbnb and get a refund. My brother-in-law rented this house for a long wedding weekend and the hosts who live on property kept walking in to take out the trash. I was mortified. Oh my god. Yeah. I feel like you have an expectation of privacy when you rent a place. But sometimes it's really obvious that you're being surveilled, though. Like these people who were at an Airbnb, and in her words, they decided to play board games and put on their pajamas, and the host came at midnight to kick them out because the host thought that they were having a party. So she's popping balloons here, which is strange. So she must have been watching on the camera and she saw them walk in with balloons and she thought, oh, this is illegal. This is a crime. A crime is happening. Now, they're playing Anxiety, but when the song ends, I'll turn the sound back on. But yeah, so she proceeds to walk around the place and basically start cleaning the unit and tells them that they need to leave. Which, this is just super weird and awkward. This is midnight, by the way. She took the lamp and unplugged it, turned the lights off. What is ma'am, you took money for this place. They paid to stay here. I don't understand what is happening. Like, what?
We have police are on the way. Please just wait. So we have to wait.
This is an awkward situation. Okay, so this is the party, 5 people. I don't know. We don't have a full explanation, but I'm on the guest side on this one. That's a little bit out of control. And that definitely highlights an important point, is that when you're at these places, they are surveilling you. They're watching you on their cameras to make sure you don't break their little rules. And this place went viral for having too many little rules. They have a sign on almost every flat surface in this house. This is insane.
My most recent Airbnb host had a few controlling quirks. Let's start.
Will says, there's a decent chance That's her friend acting like a queen. The smirk on her face is suspicious. That could be. You know, honestly, I hope that was a skit, because that would be incredibly unsettling if the host walked in a towel and robe. Yeah, that's an awkward one. Black Magic says, I would be upset if I didn't know the host was staying in the same living space as me. Yes. I feel like you have to be really explicit and say, hey, this is part of my house or whatever. But that was the original allure of Airbnb, right? Is, especially in Europe, is that you would go and you stay on a property where someone lives so that you can live like the locals do. They can point you to good places to go in the area, that kind of stuff. But all of that is lost now. Will says, look at the way they're all so nicely dressed and doing the peace sign. So menacing. Yes, that group was very threatening. Definitely need to call the sheriff. I agree. They were intimidating, that bunch of party animals playing board games. Okay. Look at this. Yes, you, Airbnb guest, read. Bring this door hanger into the room during stay. Check out info on the other side. Use it. Light switch on wall to immediate right. Quiet hours 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. No smoking. Pull door firmly to close. Okay.
Before you
we know how to use doors. Appreciate you.
Information guide on what to do. And yes, you have to take this off the door and make sure that you hang it here when you're inside. Next is the amount of information that's given.
Excuse me, what? What is this, Oh, wait, this is the parking rules, parking permit?
Every moment after that.
We got a whole binder here.
In every way possible.
Oh, no, not
in every part of the room.
Oh, no.
And my favorite of all of the information pieces is this one, where she draws a picture of the remote control and teaches you how to use each.
Now, okay. This is funny that they made us a little... She even got the plastic sign holder thing. But I am guessing that this sign is born out of 15 people calling them, asking how to turn the TV on. This is crazy amount of signs, though.
There's even a note on how to use...
How to use the vent?
And how to use the storage bins.
How to use the storage bin.
One of my top.
Sanitary glass. Okay.
Though, is she saw me using this cup instead of this cup and told me I'm using the wrong cup to drink my water. This cup, apparently, is to hold my toothbrush.
Oh, okay.
Another good one.
How dare you drink water from the wrong cup?
It had to be right to left.
Don't open the shower curtain wrong. We got it.
My most recent Airbnb host had a few control.
I love that. I love that one. That's a good. It's a little bit too much. This is we might get a copyright for this, but I want to play it anyway. This is Rainn Wilson is on some sort of talk show. Rainn Wilson is the actor who played Dwight on The Office, and he is confronting the Airbnb CEO about Airbnb cleaning fees.
The cleaning fees. One time I stayed in an Airbnb and I got a 1-star review from the owner. You didn't do your cereal bowl. You didn't wash your dishes. What? I paid a $207 cleaning fee.
CBS
you wash
mornings?
The dishes.
Oh, yeah,
America
they're
wants
hit us
to know
for sure.
what the hell is going on.
Oh,
they don't like when you react to
I'm glad that you
content.
asked this. We've got a lot of complaints about this, and a year ago, we really focused on this. We focused on showing total price display, so now when you get to the site, you can turn on this toggle, see what the total price is, and you can leave a review. So if people add excessive tasks, you can basically give them a 1-star review as well.
So does that mean he has to clean his cereal bowl?
Nobody should have to clean cereal bowls after leaving Airbnb, not even you.
Wow. Okay.
Hey.
Did Rainn, you feel better?
See, this is all just posturing. Will says, I'm pretty sure that handwritten sign Airbnb owner needs a padded room. I don't know. I'm not qualified to make those distinctions, but yeah, I would be a little concerned if I walked in and there were that many signs. Black Magic says, that is a crazy amount of signs, but I always appreciate the one that explains how to use the TV and the DVR/cable. You know, I agree, because everyone has a different setup at their house, and there's always some weird thing where they're like, if you don't turn the TV on before you turn the cable box on, everything will stop working for a month. You know, so you know, maybe having that instruction isn't bad, but if you have that many notes hanging up, maybe you just shouldn't be an Airbnb host. That's I don't know. That's just my opinion. Now, this girl, she drove 11 hours to this Airbnb because she's thinking about becoming a Florida woman. And so when you become a Florida woman, you have to move to Florida. And so she was like, I'm going to get an Airbnb. I'm going to check this place out, see if I want to live here. And then she gets there.
I have an Airbnb horror
and it might be a crime scene, actually.
I booked a month stay in Florida. I've been thinking about moving here. I was going to come test out
this one is
area.
sign overkill for sure.
Yeah. A super host, really nice looking place, had a full month available. So I booked it, got in the car.
Booked for a month.
11 hours. Pull up to the Airbnb at like 8:30, okay? I
drove 11 hours.
Immediately am hit with the smell of smoke. I get a headache straight off the bat, but I'm trying to be positive.
That's no good.
Then I look down and I see red on the carpet, and I'm like, what's this? What is this? My dog goes up, he's sniffing it. I'm like, this is not good. There is blood throughout the Airbnb. I'm talking throughout the entire place. There's blood up and down.
We hope it was like somebody's nose, like a little oopsie,
it's all
you
over
know?
the place. At the top of their stairs, there's more actual insanity. At that point, I didn't even feel safe to be
I
there.
think it's time to go. Yeah.
In the car,
yeah, I think you leave at that point.
In the parking lot,
you booked it for a month though. Oh my god.
Airbnb. I'm talking to my family like, what do I do? Because my month-long stay is out the window, and also where do I go?
Airbnb should be making this right now, and they're not, of course.
My host is not responding, but the property manager sees the message, says nothing. Airbnb hangs up on me 4 or 5 times, just is not doing anything. No relocation, nothing. I call some friends and show up there crying. Of course, they let me in.
At least she had some friends. That's a good option.
They are assuming that a local has rented the place and thrown a party, maybe got injured. The night goes past. I'm safe with my friends. I hear from the host.
I don't know if that's a normal
aftermath
of a party.
Hadn't seen it. Then tells me that the previous person who had booked there had left the place in shambles.
And you didn't clean it before she was going to be there for a month?
Had not cleaned up all of the blood.
Come on,
he sent me images of just the place wrecked before I got there. And I was like, listen, I need a full refund. Like, I'm not staying there. I haven't stayed there. I can't. Like, this is not happening. And he tries to charge me for the first night. I tell him I already have the police involved.
No way.
I'm like, we're not doing this. Sir, I didn't.
I hope she took pictures.
Okay, we're not doing this.
Too bad she didn't put them in the video.
After a couple more calls with Airbnb where they, again, are absolutely no help, the host does refund everything himself. So at least the host did that much. Airbnb, not
at
so
least
much.
she got the refund,
anyway, but before he did all that, he sent me pictures and videos of them shampooing the carpet, basically saying like, hey, we've cleaned all the blood up, now come back.
Lord have mercy. No, dude, you already ruined
what?
it.
I'm
you
sorry.
ruined the chance.
What?
Yeah.
I have
no
idea what I'm gonna do. No idea if I'm gonna stay, if I'm gonna go. All I know is that I don't trust Airbnb.
I wouldn't either after that. That's absolutely insane. That's the movie of my life on TikTok. If you want to check out her story and see how she's doing in Florida, that was like a month ago. So you know she's probably back by now. Again, at a hotel, you would not have had this problem. I really liked this skit, hotel versus Airbnb.
Oh, there's a Hilton right downtown. Only
This is
200
Jackie.
a night. Split between 4 people. That shouldn't be bad. Ooh, or we could stay at this Airbnb. It's only 30 minutes out of town, and someone named Grandma Jane is actively living in it. Yeah, it says it sleeps 85. One shouldn't be bad. Ooh, or we could stay at this Airbnb. It's only 30 minutes out of town, and someone named Grandma Jane is actively living in it. Yeah, it says it sleeps
Grandma
85.
Sleeps
One bed
85.
and 45 couches. Yeah, I mean, we only have 4 people though. We could just do 2 queens at the Hilton and.
It sleeps 85. One bed. One bed and 15 couches. I love
Nobody has to sleep on a couch. Ooh, but this Airbnb just so homey. And you know, there's a whole kitchen and dishes if we need. Right, well, we are on vacation to leave our home. And Airbnbs, there's like a lot of chores we gotta do before we leave. Oh,
Yeah.
but no, this isn't bad. All we have to do is strip the bed, do the laundry, do the dishes, do their taxes, bathe Grandma Jane, and we're out of there. Well, we're getting in pretty late. I mean, a hotel check-in desk, they're gonna be available 24 hours. That way we don't have to hunt somebody down for a key. Check-in shouldn't be a problem. It says Grandma Jane's awake from 1 to 1:15 p.m. And if we miss her, we just have to call 6 different people, do a scavenger hunt, and answer Troll's 3 riddles for the key.
That's all you have to do.
Oh, there's a Hilton.
That is pretty much how it is, though. At least lately. Now, this person says they stay at the hotel for the credit card points. Maybe. No? That one doesn't work. Oh, there we go.
Okay, I saw another creator talking about this.
This
is
Reagan Oxman on TikTok.
To duet it. But basically, he was saying, if you're going on vacation, I don't want to stay in an Airbnb. I only want to stay in a hotel. And honestly, I'm totally like that. I do not want to stay in an Airbnb. The only time I ever stay in an Airbnb is if we are doing a massive group thing, specifically if it's involving like hiking, camping, like those kind of things, because you usually need a kitchen and some sort of area to set up the equipment.
Yeah.
But if we're going to Miami or Las Vegas, girl, I'm staying in a hotel. And you want to know why? It's not just because of the pool and the bed and the free breakfast. It's because I have credit card points. And this is a level of adulting that my mom is thankfully very well versed in, but I was...
Now, we don't need her to explain credit card points to us, but I agree. There's no Airbnb Visa card where you're earning points for future stays, so I definitely get that. And I feel like part of it might just be like American Airbnb versus European Airbnb, and if you're going to like Europe, maybe the Airbnb experience is totally different, but at least here in the States, man, we got IKEA Airbnbs out here. This creator says, beware of Milwaukee Airbnbs.
This is for anybody who is planning a trip where
Lizette
they need to
Huerta.
utilize Airbnb. Definitely think again, and definitely think again if you're planning a trip to the Milwaukee area, because I have somebody to stay clear of.
Okay.
So this video is literally to shed light on if you think Airbnb cares about you, you're wrong. They don't care about the paying customers. They care about the hosts that are going to continue to bring in their revenue, even though some of these hosts are shady AF, guys. So for some context, I just went on a bachelorette party this last weekend.
Okay.
And I'm from the Chicago area, and we went to Milwaukee, and it just... This story is super comical and just like, wow, we wasted our money and probably going to have to dish out more money for this shady ass host. So beware, guys. Okay, so for reference,
she's going to show the actual place.
We stayed in Milwaukee.
Name and names
as you
on
can
this.
see, it says 16 plus guests, 9 bedrooms, 14 beds, 3 baths, and your super host is none other than Mr. Keith.
Black Magic says, "Bring on the riddles, troll." Sounds like an adventure. Yeah, I know,
like,
right?
Hey guys, this is how much it's
all we
gonna
have
be
to
per
do is
person,
bathe
yada,
Grandma
yada,
and solve
we're
the
like,
3
okay,
riddles, and we're out of here.
So we decided to host a at-home hibachi dinner on Friday night when we got there, and we needed, more chairs, and we wanted to see if the host had, folding tables available,
Oh, no.
and that's what kind of sparked the whole
You asked
shadiness.
if you could have people come over to the
Because we asked for
Airbnb.
tables to host a hibachi dinner.
They don't like when you have people come over
people
the
bringing
Airbnb.
them from home. We just wanted to, have it be more convenient for us, and that's literally when fucking the can of worms essentially opened. So literally the week before, I want to say maybe even the week of us literally going to Milwaukee for this bachelorette party for one of my friends, Mr. Keith wants to text the maid of honor who the reservation is under, the bride's sister, and said, hey, because you're going to have X amount of people, you need to pay an additional fee. We're like, excuse me, like what? Like, that's insane when your listing literally says 16 plus guests.
Yeah,
so it's like, what the heck?
That's
so the
kind of shady
part starts kicking in when he literally says, you can pay me directly and save money, or I can charge you through Airbnb.
Yeah, because Airbnb probably charges a little extra. Now, this is a long story, so I don't think we're going to get through the whole thing, but if you want to check out Lizette Huerta on TikTok, you can hear her whole story. But basically what kicked things off was that they wanted to have some people over for dinner. And Airbnb hosts hate it when you have anyone over. And this creator is going to host-splain to you why.
There are no visitors allowed at my Airbnb property. There are also many reasons that various Airbnb hosts are pretty validated on this. And 2, why it's not always a great idea to have visitors, even if they're not sleeping over.
Not a great idea,
And I'll tell you guys at the end what we do about visitors.
Don't
so
have
this
visitors.
person, right, we are struggling with this no visitor rule.
Okay, so this is Mountain Mama Cabins. She had someone leave her a comment. And they are a fellow Airbnb host. And they said, we're struggling with the no visitor rule. Coming down with my parents in September for our wedding and staying at a separate cabin for obvious reasons. We still want to hang out with them and have dinners. How dare you? You think you can just hang out with your parents? No. They're staying at an Airbnb. You're not allowed to even
for our wedding
look at the building when they're staying.
For obvious reasons. We still want to hang out with everyone and have dinners, but hosts are telling me I can't have visitors. One of the reasons is
Will says she keeps opening her eyes so wide you can see the whites on top of the iris. Crazy Eyes 101. I don't know if I can criticize someone for that because I do the same thing. I think she's intentionally trying to it's easy to do that, okay? Like if you notice something about yourself that your eyes aren't open enough on a video or something, and then next time you record one, you're like, I'm gonna try and make sure that my eyes don't look weird like last time. I absolutely know this. I absolutely know the pain. Because I've noticed both in my videos. Either my eyes are too open or they're not open enough, and either one is bad. And yeah, I've gotten comments about it. It's fun. But that's the great part about the internet is no one misses a single thing.
septic, especially in cabins. Septic tank takes care of all of the waste, the bathroom,
hold
the
on
water.
A second. Now,
for our wedding and staying at a separate cabin for obvious reasons. We still want to hang out with everyone and have dinners, but hosts are telling me I can't have visitors. One of the reasons is a septic, especially in cabins. Septic tank takes care of all of the waste, the bathroom, the water. And if you have like a 3-bedroom house, say there's 3 bathrooms, you have 15 people over, it's pretty quick that septic tank is going to get stopped up, and it's a $2,000 fix.
Hold on a second. You're telling me you have a 3-bathroom house and the septic will get stopped up if more than 3 people come and stay at it? That's just wrong. First of all, second of all, third of all, no, that's not how septic systems work. They don't get stopped up because you use them. That's insane. Septic tanks only have to be cleaned on a yearly basis. So it's not like you're doing that in between guests or anything. That's absolutely insane. The reason you can't have guests over is because the guests might ask to use the bathroom.
Would tell you, why aren't you getting a bigger cabin? Another reason that Airbnb hosts don't like visitors is
you need to get a bigger cabin because one with 3 bathrooms is not big enough for you. If you want to have, if your parents are going to come be there and you want to come over and have dinner, that's 4 people, okay? Only 3 bathrooms, septic destroyed.
they don't have like kind of tabs on what's going on inside of their home. Under Airbnb, you have things such as registered guests. And if there are 8 people, say in that 8-person stay, something bad happened. Talking like a fire, I'm talking an injury.
Sure.
If there are visitors,
I'm sure fires happen all the time at
Airbnb.
Airbnbs.
Insurance, to your insurance, why you should get the coverage you need and why I should get the coverage I need. And these people weren't even supposed to be on the reservation anyway.
If I rent a hotel and it has a kitchenette, a small kitchen in it, I can have people over and cook in the hotel in the kitchen that I paid for to use, and no one's going to say anything. No one's going to be mad if I have my parents come over to the hotel room and I cook dinner for them. It will not ruin the septic tank. I absolutely promise you, Mountain Mama.
Kind of a legal issue. For us, when it comes to visitors,
It's a
I've had
legal
situations
issue.
where people are like, hey, my
Okay.
family's in town, or I have friends I haven't seen in years. I'm always the first
Can't
person
have any
to
friends if
encourage
you're in
them
an
coming over
Airbnb.
to our cabin. Now, if that party has 8 people, mind you, my cabin fits 8, and they ask for visitors, I'm not always apt or super excited to say yes, but there is not a time I have ever denied it. I do
Okay.
think of all of the
All
things
right.
that I listed above, and
Well, that's fair.
though I do have a heart for you, I have empathy, I have compassion about seeing your family, I am running a business first, and that's what is going to separate
Your
someone who
family's
uses
getting
their
in the way of
Airbnb
me
as,
running
like,
my
a hobby
business.
versus
So
a long-standing
you can't
business.
have dinner
because
with
if
your
I
mom.
allow all of these rules all of the time to be broken, the wear and tear, the insurance liability,
wear
it
and
just
tear.
takes one time for a small business.
More
to
than 8
sometimes
people
fall under.
walking on
But
those
if you do find
floors,
yourself
it's
in this
wear and
position, I
tear.
would say if you do want visitors, you want them to come with you to an Airbnb you're staying at, just be honest with the host. I would say for me, I can always tell about people and the way they communicate and their tones. And I just feel like when people are honest, they even go above and beyond to making sure everything's great. Or if you
Yeah,
find yourself
sure.
like a bunch of people want to come
I
visit
agree.
you, maybe you should get a bigger cabin and kind of figure that out. Or meet at a restaurant in town. Sometimes that's better too, because then you don't even have to clean up after them. If you guys find yourself in this position,
Meet at a restaurant in town, she says. Okay. All right. I feel like she's being nice, she's being accommodating, but also she does not want you to have any visitors. Will says, I think you and Paul Rudd look fine. Don't be hard on yourself. Beard is legendary. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I have horrible framing on my camera. It's pretty long. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, okay, so this person agrees that the European Airbnb experience is slightly different, so I wanted to include her opinion.
So I'm sitting here with Honey after work.
This is
and
an
I'm
Audrey
sitting here
fan.
it is so funny because we're
Euro
so
summer,
different.
I love
Like,
it. Yep.
I am team Airbnb. I always have been for years. I feel like it's so much cheaper. It's such a better like experience, like a lived
is not
experience, 'cause
cheaper,
you can
by the
see
way.
how like the locals live.
used to
Obviously, Airbnbs in the US, you cannot even begin to compare them
Yeah.
anywhere else, because when I went to Europe last summer, I was solely Airbnb, I think, and a couple hostels. But like the Airbnb culture in Europe is just like on another level. Like you wake up in a cute little house, like a little kitchenette, perfect for a solo traveler. There's like always like a little balcony situation. You can see how they've decorated. There's like always these little local homey
True.
touches. Now, granted, of course, when you're checking out of an Airbnb, they're like, strip the bed, do the laundry, fix the hole in the ceiling, rewire my fridge, deep clean the oven.
Don't forget to
scrub down
rewire
the
the
whole
fridge.
place,
You gotta
yada,
do
yada,
that.
yada. not obviously with a hotel, you can just kind of like leave it as is, which
Yeah.
is obviously a huge
Yeah,
perk.
that's the best part.
And so my friend Leslie that I'm planning Europe with this summer, she's like team hotel.
Yeah.
She also travels like a ton for work, so she like that's just like the way she travels for the most part. But I don't know, I'm just like, I am always team Airbnb. Like my little like guest rating is so dear to me. I like take that so seriously.
Oh, wow.
Same thing
Okay.
with my Lyft and Uber rating or whatever.
Sure.
But let me know what you guys think, if you are team hotel or team Airbnb, because I really want to know.
Now, I do think that that sometimes Americans romanticize Europe a little bit. But in this case, I think she's correct. Because the Airbnb culture in Europe seems to be so much different than in America. In Europe, they're like, it's like they're having a friend over to their house. Versus here, it's like, it's just transactional and people are doing Airbnb arbitrage as their get rich quick hustle scheme. I don't like it. Black Magic says, I'd love to invite the old folks over, but you know how hard Dad is on septic tanks. I think we'll have to pass this time. That's funny. Tessa in the chat, what's going on, Tess? I hope you had a good weekend. She says, sorry I'm late, I was making dinner. 1 Meech, 1 Will, and 1 Black Magic. Hey, thank you, I appreciate that. Will, that is, you got on the board tonight. Tess is the mod, and she is letting us know who had a message that was automatically blocked by YouTube's sensitive moderation. I don't know why I can't see those in the OBS chat client here. I only see the ones that make it through. So I apologize if I missed one of your messages. That would be why. But if you guys are interested in hearing more Airbnb versus hotel stories, my man Zach Rios on YouTube has a few awesome videos where he checks out some of this stuff.
I will never understand why people book Airbnbs instead of a hotel. So you're telling me not only am I going to have cameras watching me, but then I have to clean up the whole house, and I got to roll out the trash bins at the end of the stay?
Yeah. Airbnb wonders why they're going out of business, and I'm
She hit the nail on the head. Cameras watching you, that's the deal breaker.
3-bedroom, 2-bathroom villa.
I mean, there's cameras in a hotel too,
but the entire
but
property's to yourself.
it's just different.
The amenities to yourself. So I just arrived at this villa, and it's like a duplex situation, like an upstairs downstairs situation with like a shared pool.
Oh no!
I specifically specified that that's not what I wanted.
A shared pool? So you rented a house because it has a pool, and then you get there, and then there's some like other tenant that also
My
has
Airbnb
access
host is
to the
harassing
pool.
me
I
to
don't know
delete my
about
review, but I didn't even leave a bad review, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not even the kind of person that would normally leave reviews, but I checked out of this Airbnb yesterday, and since then I've already gotten like 5 messages from this host being like, please review me, please review me. So I did, and shocker, be careful what you wish for. I was honest. Oh my god, I gave a 4-star
How dare
review
you be
overall, 'cause it
honest
was
in
a
your
nice stay,
review?
but not worth 5 stars.
So these are just some of the.
So if you want to see some more of those, check out Zach Rios on YouTube. He has a couple channels, Zach Rios and Zach V2, if you want to check out some more of those Airbnb disasters. But let me know what you think in the comments. I am gonna be team hotel forever. I'm not into the Airbnbs. Even if you have a big party, I feel like it's always gonna be better at a hotel. I get it, having the backyard, you have a pool to yourself. That's cool. I don't know. But I think it's like Meech said, if you make sure that the person has good reviews, the amenities are good, the price is worth it, and I feel like you got to be above a certain price point. Because if you're looking for budget accommodations, Airbnb is not the way. Because when you find a budget accommodation on Airbnb, there is a good chance you're going to run into one of these people. So I don't know. And I personally, I don't want a video made of my stuff that I forgot at the Airbnb. I think that's weird. And there's a reason hotels don't do that. Because customers don't like it. Will says, Team Hotel because I'm petty and prone to arguing with idiots. Hey, you know what? That's okay. At least you know that about yourself. And you know if you stay at a hotel, you won't have to argue. Because hotels are competing against each other. They want to offer you the best amenities possible so that you come back. And they have a staff that is there 24/7 to accommodate your every need. So I don't see how we can beat hotels. Black Magic says, I got one blocked. Woohoo. First time, I think. Well, hey, congratulations. YouTube blocks silly words. I don't know why. But hey, thank y'all so much for hanging out. I hope you guys have a great week. And I will see y'all again on Friday for the extras. Peace.